Are you going for first order profitability, or are you leaning more towards a long-term approach and capitalizing on lifetime profit, and are also trying to just win over a lot of market share during Q4? These are two different things, and of course it doesn't need to mean you need to choose one or the other, but every business is going to be somewhere in between the two, and that has a big impact on how you structure your offers as well. Denis has a really good example that I want him to talk about.
So yeah, as you mentioned correctly, some products are products that you keep on buying every single time, and for the example I have today, that is the case. Within the Google Ads account we have a ROAS of only 300%, which is in many cases of e-commerce advertisers that won't be sufficient to be profitable if you only look at the actual ROAS within the Google Ads account. That's the reason why it's very important to leverage tooling like Lifetime.ly, and that's the screen you see right now shows a screenshot from the actual tool, because that shows you what the lifetime value is of the customer after their initial purchase, and the value and the ROAS you only see in Google Ads is based on that initial purchase. If I only have a 300% ROAS within Google Ads and would really optimize only for that initial purchase, I would miss out on a lot of revenue. As you can see on the image, for 6 months after their initial purchase, the value of the average customer of this business has spent 140% more, or on top of the value that came in with the first order. Very important in this slide is also the NCAC, which is the price to get in that first customer. Because if you only look at the cost of a new customer with the first order, and you don't take into account the profit that comes after 6 months in this example, you would miss out on a lot of extra revenue. As mentioned, 140% additional revenue on top of the value of their initial purchase. If you break that down even further on product level, you see something very interesting, because as you see in on the screen, product C, for example, is one of the fan makers, because whenever that product is the first order, there's a 43% chance that they buy another product within 6 months, resulting in 150% increase, so on top of their initial purchase value. So that is really a fan maker, and you would really want to double down on that product in your advertising. If you compare it to another product, for example, product J, you see that only increases by 22% on top of their initial order. So, for example, the order value of the product J is 205, and after 6 months, the average lifetime value of people who started with that product is only 250, which is a 22% increase. So that is definitely not a fan maker. What is also interesting in this slide is that the color gradient indicates how fast people are coming back after their initial purchase. So you also see there's a big difference between products of how much time it will take them to come back for another purchase. So product G, for example, which is also a fan maker, much of the lifetime value comes in at the 3rd month after their initial purchase. So this way you know which products makes people come back, but also when they come back.